We got the update early access program FSD beta 10.69.25. I don't know which ones are out really, but this one seems cool. I don't care. I'll take anything I get. And so the last one was working really good. Oh, look at this. Wow, that's cool. Yo, look at that. Yo, there's a lot of updates for this actually. I thought it was just beta. That's all I really care about, but I mean, I'll take anything at this point. Let's look at all these. Actually, I don't have time to go through this. I'll just go through it naturally as I work, because I work with this car, so I end up, damn. Okay, so the settings are on the bottom. The turn is on the top. That is awesome. So end trip. Okay, there we go. All right, let's put Hackensack municipal. I had it. Hack. Court. Okay. It's a little lagging. Let me move away. Because it's definitely connected. Okay, there we go. It's definitely connected to the house Wi-Fi, so it was not working well. Now it's working much better. Hackensack municipal. So we're not going to Hackensack Court for no specific reason at all that I definitely don't want to not talk about, obviously, right? Because if I had a reason to go to court, I would tell everyone. Let's see. All right. Oh, that's a tough left turn. I don't think I trusted to make this left turn. I love the navigation. That's awesome. Oh, shit. Should I just turn around here? Yeah. I'll go to the light. I'll turn around and then we'll go to the light and let the car take us to the court. Okay. And we're off. Look at this. Look at the difference. So you got the turns up there, but you got the destination and the time and the settings down here. And you got some cool little updates. Probably a lot more updates that I'm not aware of. That's the cool screen, and that's the clip-on. These are the best action cameras in my opinion. I'm gonna buy more of these. This came with the camera. It's the action, if you can see that. It's the Action 2 from DJI. They're the best. They overheat this one, but I don't know. It works fine for me so far. It hasn't really shut down on me. So here we go. Let's clip it on. Oh, seatbelt. Damn. Completely forgot to put the seatbelt on. Alright. And we're off. If I notice anything like really different, I'll try to comment, but so far the last update was like phenomenal. It did break. It was overly cautious and overly safe in areas. Sometimes I got beeped at, but much less than usual. It still does that turn signal for tight turns, but whatever. It's confusing because there was an actual turn there, and the turn signals pop up for any kind of bend almost, and it confuses other people that you're gonna turn. So, and the road is wide, so they might think you're gonna slow down, so they'll try to go around you, and then there's no turn. There's a lot of cops here. Anyway, I always want to take over on these potholes, but the cars has to learn. And so I don't drive like this, by the way. I know a lot of people say this too. It's not just me. This is not how I use beta. I don't let it hit potholes. I don't let it, slow down in the middle of the road. I don't let it make mistakes. So basically, it's so good that it's still, with me like having to intervene once in a while, it's still like comfortable. Like it's still helping now. It's not no more like you're more so doing work, as much work as driving almost, than not. Especially in like, okay, here it's always that blinking yellow always gives this car like some heavy brakes, and that's mad annoying. That's right here. So this guy got really close. The beta hit the brakes just a tad. He came over. See that in our lane? That's good. We're supposed to turn here. Okay. That is freaking good. That was beautiful. I love when it makes turns. And there's like construction. There's people. There's workers. There's vests. Here's confused. So I'm gonna tap. See, I'm tapping the gas. There's a person behind me. I'm tapping the gas. Okay, why is it going right? Whoa. We just cut that guy off. It was going right, and then it corrected itself, made a left from the right lane. That was a lot of confusion on the beta and confusing the other party, but it executed so well. Okay, here, I'm tapping the gas again. This guy we were supposed to let that guy go, but since I tapped the gas, it didn't just cut him off and panic. Like, it went confidently. I like that so freaking much. Like, this is human-like as hell. That was freaking awesome. Holy shit, I love the beta. Oh my god, it's one of my favorite things in the world. The visualizations are awesome too, by the way. Damn, so I think I have to make all the turns now. Like getting on and off. I don't know why they just gave us the full stack already. The beta is so good that I don't think it's a problem for the highway to be beta also. Not even beta, just call it full self-driving at this point. We have full self-driving. Okay, so during the exit points, it turns back on. So good, it's getting over. I think it has to go take this next exit. Ah, no. Where are we going? See, we have to go down. Will it go down? Nope. Exactly. It doesn't do it yet. So I had to switch over, turn it back on. See, again, on the ramp, it goes on, but then on the highway, it turns off. And that little bit of highway that we have there, it turned off and it wouldn't take the exit. Speed this thing up to 65. It's braking for no reason at all, but it's not braking that hard. Okay, the speed limit drops. I hate when that happens. It always... So I'll set it like I just said. Let's speed it up to 65. And it saw a speed limit somewhere, or registered a speed limit of 45, and automatically dropped it. See, it did it again. It did it again. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking weirdo. Strange, man. That's so strange. It's not 45. We're on 80. This is Route 80 West. Who the hell is going 45? You're supposed to be going 80 on 80. First off. Second off, stop slowing me down. Like, I sped it up like 5 times. So the car is excellent at automatically slowing down to the appropriate speed for the upcoming situation. It used to be the opposite, right? That used to be a hard thing to do, so it was taking a while. It used to be very difficult, to the point where you felt like it was going to throw you off the road and you would have to take over for tight bends and exits, it would go literally, if you had it set on 80, it would go 80 at any turn. And that was very dangerous. Now it's the opposite. So I don't think it's needed for it to constantly readjust the speed limit. If I have it set to 75, it will adjust the speed limit precisely, like comfortably, like a human being would. So we got to stay on the right. And I don't believe the car would know. Let me tap the gas here a little bit. There's a guy behind me. All right. So the car slows down perfectly. I don't think there's a need for this constant adjustment to the speed that you have set. It's very unnecessary. I have it set to 80 now, so we're speeding up to 77. And look, perfect distance. We're going fast, so there's even more distance. It's not getting close. Yo, this car is freaking awesome, bro. This update is better, I noticed, but like it's more human-like. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't know the specifics, but so far, no phantom braking. Obviously, it still brakes at that light that we saw coming up into Fort Lee, but who cares? I don't know where we're going. I just need to know where I gotta take the exit, and then it will take over. The beta. Highway to the danger zone. I just made that up. I don't know. Is that the song? We got music, I think. Where's my music? No? Anyway. Wait, did the... Oh, that's what happened. I just noticed that. I don't think that was there before. See, oh my God. Is that the percent? Yeah, that's the time of arrival where we're going, right there in the top right corner. I got my music on the top bottom left corner. Right in the middle is my next turn. So this is why I was doing this earlier. I don't have to do that anymore. Get out of here. So this is a good example, right? So I have it set on 80, but we're gonna take this exit. So it's not speeding up, it's actually slowing down already. Okay, it did adjust the speed limit, but it doesn't matter, it would have still slowed down, is what I was trying to say. That's very important, by the way. Like, it's extremely important. And okay, see, a slight phantom brake, going a little bit too slow. Let me set it up to 35 here. Even though we're approaching a stop sign, I'm just gonna push this through because I can. It's driving. Like, I pushed it through, but who cares? It's, you know how the safety regulation has Teslas now insanely overly cautious at stop signs. So screw those people, and I'm gonna push it through. I'm responsible for the car. This is not a robo-taxi just yet. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Look at this. Get the hell out of here. I love this new design with the directions right up top. I don't have to keep going out there. Damn, man. So we're waiting for our turn. We got over. Even there was no lane markings. I don't know if you guys noticed. There was barely any lane markings coming up, but it realized there's 2 lanes, and it hopped over to this side of the road to make this left turn. And we have an arrow we're waiting for. Okay, it goes. Immediately it went. I keep setting this thing to 40 or something. It's a 35. Wow, the visualization is freaking awesome. That guy pulled out and stopped, right? So the car had even, like, I barely noticed, it kind of broke a tiny bit. A very, very slight break. Did it just notice this person? That was insanely good. How the fuck did it notice? And then look at it. How the fuck? I mean, I know that it notices the person, but it just read the body movement and the crosswalk. And this person, it just gave it space. It gave him like a couple inches, but that's so normal. I was kind of nervous. I would have broke and slowly went past around him. That would have pissed him off. But I mean, the car confidently passed him and was ready to give him more space because he was inching out, kind of trying to play chicken with me. We turning right, or are we? Okay, it's the next one. Oh no, yeah, it's a bunch. Okay, that person was really impressive. That was really impressive. This is cool. Whatever you're doing, you do. Go for it. Okay. That was very stupid. You're doing so good. There's a cop right behind me. Now he's to the left of me. Wow, you stupid asshole. What the fuck was that? Was there something on the right? There was nothing on the right. Was it a glare? The car wanted to drive into that person. The car literally wanted to drive into that person while the cop was right behind me too. What he got? Nervous? Holy shit. I hate your guts. You're so perfect, so close, and then you do stuff like that, and it goes back to it's not ready. But with the people, look at this guy. It is so freaking good with people, man. I can't believe what he did with that woman. That was impressive. Okay, I took over there because this guy jumped forward. The car was ready to stop actually, but the car was gonna stop. The car was going at it but that guy gunned it, and I took over. It doesn't matter if we take over for stuff like that. Then we're approaching a destination. Yeah, it's straight up. Damn, I just want to keep driving. I'm gonna go handle some paperwork and then I'll be right back because that was unsuccessful for a robo-taxi. This is why I love this camera. I can just unclip. So that was unsuccessful for a robo-taxi event because of that one incident. Everything else you could easily say that's completely fine. It's safe. But it was just for no reason driving into that guy on the left. So fuck that type of shit. It's not acceptable at all. But the car is a lot better overall. And I hope that type of thing doesn't keep happening. And we'll see exactly if it's a bug or if it's just an anomaly or whatever the word you want to use. So we'll come right back. Go back home and see some more cool shit. Alright? I'm stopping in the middle of the firehouse lane. There we go. Yeah, it needs to learn more about the laws too, because it's actually getting there. So it's getting real close, real good for it to be on the road on its own, and just needs to know hey, what are the not just the law, but the do's and don'ts of society, in a busy street, in the countryside, in a small town, in a big town. They're different. Everything is different. You gotta learn how to pull over, maybe put your hazards on. Sometimes you block a hydrant, but you're in the car, and if the car and it has to know it needs to move out right away, not to do that. I don't think regulation's gonna ever allow that, but like a human driver would pull up to pick up a passenger anywhere. That's what I do for a living. Nobody ever busts your balls, especially like in bad weather conditions. No cop's gonna be like, hey, you can't be stopped there. Like, I have my hazards on, I'm in the car. Like, no one is gonna stop you. No one. And especially you're picking up or you're working. Like, even if I get pulled over for speeding, going like 40 and a 35, there's some asshole cop will try to like, see what's going on and read and use that as an excuse to like investigate and search for a reason. If you have a bad history, they'll give you a ticket. If you don't, they won't. But like, I tell them like, hey, I'm working right now. Look, my app is on and everything. So like, and they usually, for the most part, they're like, hey, no, go ahead, you just slow down and stuff like that. If you're not working, then they're like, let me see your registration, car insurance. So the car needs to learn these little bits of rules here, because the destination was there. It didn't pull over, didn't do any of that stuff, just stopped in the middle of the road, which is cool because it's an assistant program right now for drivers. It's not designed specifically right now, but it is being built for a robo-taxi. So that's what I bought it for, and that's what I want, and that's what the world needs and wants. And I'm just, saying my 2 cents about it. Who gives a fuck? There you go. Here's some more visualization before I skedaddle. Would have probably stopped for them. This car's noticing every single soul on the planet. You can friggin' see through walls, probably. Alright, here we are. Just left the courthouse. Had some fun. Literally cops everywhere. This car's gonna get me in trouble, man, I'm telling you. Oh, dangerous. Using FSD next to a courthouse. It's actually not bad. For example, if you're drunk, you are way more likely not to get pulled over if you used FSD than if you didn't. So that's another reason you should buy it, you alcoholics. I don't drink, by the way, so I don't know that from experience. But I know for a fact, when I was tired, coming home from 10 hours of driving, I was like 2 hours away, and then I had no choice but to get home, right? So I used FSD most of the way. I mean, it wasn't that good back then as it is now, and I gotta tell you, I trust it. I trust it a lot. Obviously, you still have to pay attention, but like, I trust it to the point where I'm comfortable. So I'm just making all types of turns here. I put the GPS to my house. Just left, and let's see how it gets me home. All right. I don't know where I am. I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, here we go. I love when that clicks like that. Stops and goes. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. No more lane markings. Stay nice and tight. Nice and tight. A little too tight. Unnecessarily tight. Okay. We have the right of way. I'm gonna give it a little gas. That is a terrible. Okay. That was a little weird. It went diagonal across the train tracks into the turn. I think it would have made it, but the curb was getting closer and closer, and the wheel was cutting in, so I took over. That's why I'm here. I think it would have been fine. See, those things I don't care about, really. When I pushed it through, I don't care about it. It was like a weird speed hump. kind of situation with the train tracks. It slowed down in front of the guy, so I pushed it forward. Maybe pushing it forward threw it off its trajectory, but it corrected. And, it was going to. Creep. Nice. It's a bend on the left there, so it's good that it creeped. It's good. You gotta take it over, and sometimes you gotta push it through. It's not a big deal. For the most part, if there is no traffic around me, I will let it do its thing. It's just so you guys can see what it's gonna do and how it would have reacted, that it would have been very safe, stuff like that. But overall, if I'm driving without recording with FSD, I'm always engaging with the car. Not always, but like a lot. Okay, go. Not bad, safe. I don't care. Some people would have made a fuss about, oh, they could have done it. Screw you. Screw everybody. That was perfect. Some things aren't perfect and other things are perfect. You gotta just not try to look for problems in every single scenario. Alright? This visualization is friggin' mind-blowing. The fact that this is from vision-based, no LiDAR, like, that is so awesome. Look at that person. Jesus Christ. I wish the back had better cameras, so I know it's not needed, and Tesla is practical and is thinking about, competition and survivability and realistic outcomes in the real world, so they're not going to put something it's not necessary. But with how the memory works and how it sees in the front and then passes it, the memory and the camera associates the memory and the one camera in the back that's low quality, it's good enough. Obviously, it's never gonna be backing up, but I don't know. I'm just complaining, I guess, about the visuals just being cut off right there, just because there's not 3-4 cameras pointing to the back. So this is a tight spot here. I should really learn to stay behind this line right here. I don't know if you guys can see. I should know that, because that's how you create traffic jams and piss people off at the same time. Alright, there's the boring part. We're gonna get on the highway. Let's just hope it gets on it. Okay, I don't know why I did that. It was going a little to the right. It does that sometimes to go into a turn, but there's no need to when you're making a left turn and there's a lane and not a curb. Okay. They didn't do that at the train tracks. It should have, went wide. It went cut in. Okay, now it's just gonna. Nice. So it's actually I don't know for what reason, but I usually put on the blinker when I have room to get over. And it's not necessary, because you can literally be in a traffic jam and you just put the blinker on so the car knows not to take that exit, and then it will find the gap and get into the gap. So it's very safe and practical to put the blinker on whenever you feel like it, and actually help you identify blind spots better, because the car will become red, and I believe it backs up a little bit or something. I don't know. Forget about it. And just probably fast forward from now on. Now this left turn here is a little hard. There's a lot of traffic. Obviously 2 cop cars on my right. So hopefully I don't have to take over. Let's just see. It's good. Wow. That was excellent. This guy is aggressive, by the way, on my right. So my car couldn't have done it better. I'm not trying to compete with that guy personally. When I make the left turn there, I go right into this lane, so he would still be behind me, but that is not needed. It saw the red light, but also our green arrow, so it didn't come to a stop. It rolled right through. That was really good. I have the windows down because this camera overheats, especially when I'm recording in 4K. It overheats like a lot, so I have the windows down. Anyway, perfect execution on the left turn. Like literally a car was coming and it jumped into it. It got into the middle and it went into the correct lane, unlike what I would have done, and unlike that guy. Then somebody cut through and stopped. Didn't even stop. It just slowed down to allow him passage, and then it was safe. That was really good. So here, see that stop sign? That's for that street, and it always stops there. But so the stop sign is freaking crooked, man. It's not good. It should really hog the left side of the lanes where the line is. That road right there gets really wide. So those two issues right there. Okay, cut us off, no problem. There you go. Car knows. Safely slowed down. Didn't slam on the brakes. Didn't like stop last minute either. It was just like she was edging forward. I could have like sped past her. I think she would have slammed on her brakes, but that would have been unsafe and evil of me, and not taking everything into consideration that if she didn't stop, it would have been a crash. So the car detected that and slowly slowed down into a stop. Not too slow, but slow enough where it wasn't like excessive. These things are amazing. That it calculates these type of scenarios and makes that kind of decisions in the very like slight seconds that it has to make a decision, like less than a second. Speed hump right here, slows down, boom. Car's amazing. Couple of bugs, but that's it. Like, except for that one time where it was driving into that car. For the most part, it needs to realize how to pull over like this and how to stop. Maybe even, correct itself like that. Back up nice. Pull back forward. I really wish that you can do like a training center for your own Tesla to customize basically maneuvers. So you have a big driveway, a big parking lot, a job site, your block, for example, like, hey, go take that spot. My brother's gonna leave that spot and I'll go take it, right? I do this every day, for example. And then you just put it into learning mode, customization, and you just drive exactly the way you like. The way I just parked, for example. Like, this is my house. When you come here, FSD, I want you to pull up like that and block the driveway just like this. Alright, so if you have to correct 1,000 times, at the end result should be right here, blocking the driveway, a little bit there, boom. And those type of customizations, I think, will come in the future, where for people that still own a car, but most people won't own a car. So those type of customizations are not going to be necessary or needed. I think they're just going to tap on your phone exactly what you require, and they're probably going to ask you to actually, walk a little bit, maybe like, across the street or whatever is convenient for the car. Depending on the service you choose, I think that's going to be the case. But for people that still own their ships, they're freaking spaceships of a car, if you can even call this robot a car. I think customization is going to be 100% in the works at some point, because it's very convenient for, like, let's say, parking that driveway when my brother's about to leave. Don't just park back here, because we just use summon, and the car works like a garage door, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I know Elon was talking about something like hand gestures, face recognition, like a human being. If somebody, my family was over there or a friend, and they waved me over, like, and they start pointing at the ground, that means, hey, come over there and park at that spot. Now we'll figure out whatever later. But like, if a human can do it, so can a person. What did I just say? If a human can do it, so can a person. If a human can do it, so can the car. It's an artificial person, basically. All right, we're here. That was a great success for the new update. It was definitely more confident. So every time, you can probably hear that from not just me, but everybody else that makes these videos. There's like 1 million people. It's confident. Every time it gets a little bit more confident, a little more human-like. And it's trippy how good this thing really is. You got to really notice how much those scenarios take for a computer to process, to make the right decisions and feel like a human driving. People are waving, like the human crossing that road in Hackensack, that lady carting me off and waving at me. People are waving at the car, but the car's not doing anything, like last second hitting the brakes or scaring somebody. Overall, like for the most part, like literally over 90% of the time, the car is excellent driver. And I don't know if it would have crashed. I'm not gonna push it to the point where it would have crashed. I push it over the limit that I would have pushed it anyway when I'm recording. So you saw it getting closer, and then it got really close to the car, and then I stopped it, and I said that that's absolutely no go for me, and it needs to be fixed immediately, whatever that was. But overall, the car is freaking amazing, man. I'm so blessed, so happy, so in love with this thing. Look at this. Just watching humans sleep tight, save your money, invest in Tesla. It's extremely low. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not sue me. I don't have anything for you to sue anyway. And yeah, have fun. Peace out. Take care.